Hello everybody. Today I am out at one of the pastures that I rent, and I think I'm going to explain a little bit about what I plan to do on my channel. Basically I want to document some of the things that I do, hence the name of the channel, Shit Mike Does. One of the things that I enjoy doing is being around cattle. And these guys are a few of what I have right now. Today they are about a year old, or just a hair over, and they went to the veterinarian to get a weight on them. And I was pretty impressed with their weights today. Walter is a crossbred Simmental Holstein from a dairy. He's pretty big. At 1 year old, he's 1,390 pounds today. And he did not really enjoy his ride in the trailer, did you? So it seems like they've mellowed out. This is Donnie. He's also the same age. He's a Simmental Holstein. And he only weighed in today at 1,090 pounds. So he's just a little bit behind Walter. Donnie, his personality is ram into you if you're not petting him. And then you see that guy hanging out over there. That is the project that is going to be my future, somewhat. He is a full-blood wagyu bull, black, so Japanese wagyu. He is 13 months old today. See what I mean? Scratch me or I'm gonna headbutt you. Alright, anyhow. He's kind of shy, very mellow for a bull. Wagyu are generally quite docile. He is just ahead of the annual or 1 year average weight at 980 pounds. Average at 1 year old is 860, so he's doing real good. He is selected for his genetics. He's registered with the American Wagyu Association. I will also be registering him with the Australian Wagyu Association. Donnie, back off. See, I'm not petting him, so he's going to be super annoying. He is going to be the foundation of my Wagyu herd. I have a couple of embryos that are in dairy cows right now that will be born in about 3 weeks, and they will be full blood from IVF embryos selected for their genetics, so I can have some really good foundation dams in my herd to start out with. And there's Bubba. He's kind of shy, but that's okay because we don't want him to get too excited. Bulls are no joke, of course. They can decide to kill you at any moment, and I do not want that to happen. I'm more worried about Donnie right now. I don't know. Ugh, don't back me up to the fence, man. I don't like that. So on this pasture, luckily, it's a great winter pasture because we have a hard winter season here usually. I have about 9 or 10 acres, and this sits in between a valley, which gives them some good wind protection. And one of the sweet things is wintertime here, water freezes, but not when you have a natural spring that goes through your pasture. You have fresh water that doesn't freeze year round. And I know this is good water because we have watercress, which is a minty freshwater green. And anytime you see that in your waterways, you've got good clean water. You could drink it. It's really clear. So this doesn't freeze, and they've got water year round, and I don't have to worry about it. And it's good quality water for them, which is important for their health. So a little bit more about what I want to do here. I'm going to try and put out a video every week or two anyhow to start out with. They won't be edited for a while. I do have an editor, my nephew, who's going to be taking care of that for me, so I can produce some good quality videos that everybody's going to want to watch. But for now, it's going to be raw, unedited footage. That's what we want. You're too close, man. You're out of focus. Back to what I was talking about. Some of the things I'm going to try to cover with my channel are going to be maybe some of my hobbies, some of my travels and places I go, a lot of different things that I do. Besides the cattle, I am a small-time commercial beekeeper. I intend on showing how I operate my beekeeping operation, and I'll probably try to do some lessons on beginning beekeeping, maybe do some stuff throughout the year on the different stages from early spring to summer, and how I start new colonies and how the honey production goes, and cover all that. And hopefully help people learn how important bees are and how we need to protect the native flowers and flora and fauna that we have around here. I try to place my bee yards away from monoculture, forested areas, and natural areas are good for that, but I'll explain that more in some future videos. Hang on, you guys. Where are you going? Donnie, what is that? That is gross. See if we can fix his hair a little bit, man. You look as bad as me. That looks better. You got a little something on your nose that I don't really want on me. It looks like foam. They're slobbering because they've been out eating some fresh grass. So where we live, it's finally getting warmer, and our grass is starting to grow. This will be lush green, deep grass here in a few weeks for them to eat. You can see some of it starting to come up. Not a lot. See if I can get a decent shot of Bubba here. So his name is Bubba. I think I maybe mentioned that already. This is a horrible light day. Come here, bud. Don't run me over because I'm knelt down either. I try to refrain from petting him on the head or the face because that's what bulls fight with. So I try to avoid any face touching. I try to pet him under his chin or on his neck or shoulder area, because when they play, it can be much more than I can handle. Even when they're just playing, they're quite strong. So I'd be careful. They're already finding the grass along the fence, of course. So their feed, explain that real quick. This is pretty unconventional, but it was a hog feeder that I have converted to feeding my steers. They have free choice grain on a continual basis from the time I get them, and they are on a feed that is designed by my beef nutritionalist, so they get the best possible feed for good health and growth. And they also get some hay from the winter time, and they have a shelter that they only really go in when it's really cold. But even when it's quite cold out, they stay outside. The majority of beef in the United States are not sheltered, I would say. So I gave them this. Gives them enough room to get inside and out of the weather. They do go in it when it rains, but otherwise they stay outside. So, thanks for joining me. And tell your friends, hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell so you get notice when I put a new video out there. And you'll get to see more shit Mike does. Thanks for tuning in.